What's going on? Welcome to Totally Blitz Podcast. We're finna talk Thursday night football, week 10, Panthers versus Bears in Chicago. But as always, before we start the episode, go down, like and subscribe. Comment down below any bets you have for Thursday night. Who you got? It is almost it's not a pick 'em, it's a 3-point game, but it is Bryce Young versus Taysom Baguette again. So, but I'm Paul Pick 'em Win 'em, and I'm joined with.
You already know, man. There's that boy kept Water Boy's boy, aka the Don PYU. And Paul.
Damn.
It'd be like that sometimes. Let me know what were the picks and everything. What were the final totals for last week? What's the season total looking like?
Season total, Kevin went at 80. Kevin's got 87-48 to my 76-59. It's an 11-point difference. 11 pick game difference right now. This week, this is why it's this big of a difference. Kevin went 10-4 to my 6-8. But if you check out the locks, Kev went 1-1. He had the Falcons. They lost. The Ravens, they won. No doubt there against Seahawks. I had Chargers, well, we're talking a second, whooped on the Jets. And I had the Colts, which whooped on the Panthers. So it was like no doubt. Went 2-0 on my locks. We both missed on our dogs. I had Bucks. You had Bills. You're 3-7. I'm 3-7 on the dogs. You're 4-6. That's like one of the ugly spots we got to turn around. Everywhere else, we're doing pretty good though.
I feel like with the dogs, you're picking with our heart. I swear we don't be really checking the game for real.
And the worst part was like, I want to say I started off 3-1, and then you were like 4-2 at one point on like the dogs, like, and now we're like you're 4-6, and I'm 3-7. Like it's been a real bad. We started off hot, like, and the Vegas has caught up with us. Like we were picking dogs, and they're like, why the fuck are they underdogs? Now it's like Vegas done caught up with our ass. Like those teams we can't really pick as underdogs anymore.
Nah, dead ass.
Like the Steelers and shit, the Falcons as dogs. Like early in the season, like that was cash money. But before we get into Thursday night, let's talk. Let's actually recap the rest of this week. We left one game on the board. Monday Night Football. Chargers whooped on the Jets 27-6. This game was 17-3 at halftime. Zach Wilson had two fumbles. Garrett Wilson having a fumble. There was a Chargers scoring a punt return, 87-yard punt return touchdown. Like this was one-sided affair, and I don't. Did you see anything different than that?
This is what happens when you run into a motivated Chargers team, I guess. Special teams, you start your day off with a punt return. Everybody lit. Austin Eckler breaks his way into the end zone. Keenan Allen, one hand grabs, goes into another hand, like he Jordan or something. This team looked phenomenal on every side of the ball this game. And the Jets tried, but their offense is just not there.
Yeah, Zach Wilson fumbles, I think, was the backward. Like the early fumbles, one that set up. He had two in the first half. One of them set up an easy touchdown. Austin Eckler, I believe, was the one that ran it in. The special teams and the defense getting 7 sacks. I think it was 7 on Zach Wilson.
7 sacks is crazy.
See, like 7 sacks, 2 forced fumbles. Like they were just like you'll see Zach Wilson threw for 260 yards, but that was more garbage yards, and it was 17-3 at halftime. Austin Eckler once again only gets like 40-something yards on the ground, but he has 2 touchdowns, a shitload of catches, and he's a fantasy monster.
I was gonna say fantasy got you eating, but I don't know.
And like Herbert only had 160 yards. Like offensively, this wasn't like a Chargers showing out, but it was like they get the ball at the short field, and they just scored easy touchdowns. Like, and they make it look so easy with the fucking acrobatic. They didn't have to go put up 300 yards.
Like the defense was relentless all game.
And once again, another Jets offensive line injury. So it's like, I mean, you saw Aaron Rodgers. He's like walking into the fucking pregame shit now. He's throwing, like he's there. But I'm like, if he comes back and this O line is decimated, like he's just on a tweak. Even if he comes back, the Achilles, I don't think it'll be 100%. It's like that's setting up a disaster.
Well, we'll see what happens. But that's the basis of this game. It was not, I wouldn't say just straight up aggravating, but they just thumped on them. That was never in doubt.
And Chargers, I think they're at 500 now with this win, or above 500. Like they're slowly making their way out of the like 1-3 start they dug themselves into.
Nice. I love to see it.
Next game though, we gotta talk Thursday night football. We touched on it a little earlier. We got the Bears taking on the Panthers in Chicago. Bears are 3.5-point favorite at home. Fields was some people thought he was gonna play, but he isn't. Instead, we'll be getting another dose of Tyson Bagent again. Kev, how do you feel about this game between the Panthers and Chicago?
I mean, I don't believe in Chicago on any side of the ball. So, like, it's always tough for me to, like, bash anybody. I mean, if this was a game for Bryce Young to look good, if there was a game for Bryce Young to look good, it would be this one. So I would hope he would step up on prime time and then go crazy on him. But this also could be the game that Tyson Bagent just does enough to win again. Because this isn't a good Panthers team either. Like, this is the battle of mid.
I'm so confused because like I keep hearing so many different podcasts and places talking about how like Tyson Bagent is like he's doing things that Justin Fields isn't doing. Like they're like I'm not a Justin Fields fan by any metric, but I'm just saying like they're talking about him like he has a legit chance of even if Fields is healthy or like they're gonna stick with him. Like he threw 3 interceptions last game. Like while Fields has been away, he's thrown 3 touchdowns and 6 interceptions, and like he's 150 yards, 170 yards. Like he's not. I mean, Fields' last game before getting hurt was 282 yards and 4 touchdowns. Like I'm not a Fields fan, but like to act like this Bagent is like this offense is looking like way better now that he's in is just I don't know crazy, and it's crazy to me that the Bears are even like 3.5-point favorites at home with him as a starter.
3.5-point favorites is crazy.
It was 4. And when I saw 4, I was like, damn, they must know Justin Fields is playing. Go check up on the injury. He's gonna be out this week. And then I was like, nah, they just got him as favorite straight up.
I mean, this is the same Panthers team that beat CJ Stroud in Texas, didn't they?
Yeah, 15-13. Shout out to the Panthers defense.
If the Panthers defense shows up, they can probably win this game for them. You know how I believe the defense can win you a game. So I had to take the Panthers, sadly. But like this might be another one where Vegas gets our stupid asses. Like, we thought you was gonna get a dog.
This is a game I don't like. I'm taking some props, don't get me wrong. Like one the double prop I got for sure is give me both of the quarterbacks. Like give me Bryce to throw an interception against his Bears, and let me see, and let me get the Tyson to throw an interception against the Bears. Both sitting at like minus 125, 140, like right around near a pick 'em. Like I didn't think this is low key one of them Thursday night games where similar to remember the Colts Broncos last year where there's no offensive touchdown. It was all field goals and like short, like quick drives, not quick drives, but like 3 and outs.
Imagine watching that game.
And it was a Thursday night game. That's the reason why they changed the rules where Thursday night games can be flexed now because there were so many stinkers last year on Thursday night. Jeff Bezos wasn't going for that shit on his Amazon Prime.
I appreciate him for that because I don't like it. I hate bad Thursday night games.
This game snuck into it somehow.
Yeah, no, it just makes sense. Did they play at college?
Um, Ohio State, yeah, Alabama. They probably played maybe in the. I have to look into. I'm not too sure. Ohio State quarterback going up against Alabama quarterback. They probably did play. If it was either in the college playoff, like it was in the playoffs.
I don't
But
think Ohio State made it.
well, never mind. Tyson Bagent, he's not. Fields isn't even the starter. It's gonna be Bagent, who's D2 Heisman winner. D2 Heisman winner going up against D1 Heisman winner.
There goes the battle of mid.
I gun to my head. Unfortunately, I'm gonna take the Bears here.
Mm.
The home atmosphere. Bryce hasn't been too good on the road. Uh,
Whoa. What's his road numbers looking like?
I just know the one win they got was at home. That's it. Like the one win that the Bryce that they got is at home. I don't know his numbers like away and
So he's never won on the road before.
the Panthers only got one win on the season. It was
He doesn't win at all, but he just definitely doesn't win on the road.
yeah. He has yet to find his road dub. Chicago is a deadly crowd, and I just think the Bears. You said they don't do anything good on defense. I have disagree. In the last like 4 weeks now, I think even you brought into picture the 5 weeks. They're the number one defense against the rush. They only allow like 60 yards per game against to running backs, not against running backs, but against the whole team. For whatever reason, even though they don't win, they stop the fucking run. Even Alvin Kamara. And the game where the Bears offense did nothing and you would expect the Saints to be running all over them, Alvin Kamara ended the game with like 27 yards.
That's actually pretty scary.
So for whatever reason, the Bears can stop the run. And they added Montez Sweat to the D line as well, another hitter that they got from Washington. I think I'd give me to Chuba Hubbard under 42 and a half rushing yards. He is the new Miles Sanders is basically not getting the ball anymore. It's Chuba Hubbard's backfield. And we've seen Chuba Hubbard for like 4 years stink it up over there at the Panthers. And the Bears, I think, are gonna, and that's why I also got the Bryce Young interception because I feel like if they can't get the ball going, Bryce is gonna have to throw. Bryce is gonna make a mistake. Bears defense gonna get an interception. And I think the Bears defense is good enough to win this game at home against Bryce. If the one thing the Panthers does is run the ball, or they need to run the ball to get Bryce going, and he can't do that, then that's where I think the Bears are gonna have the edge. Don't. I'm not laying 3.5 points now. Don't get me wrong. This is nowhere near the best bet. This is not a best bet scenario. This is the two other props I got is both kickers over 1.5 field goals. I think this is gonna be just a lot of kicks. And if you really want to have fun, plus 5,500, no touchdown scored this game.
Whoa.
5,500, bro. They put $1 to win 550. I mean, $1 to win $55. But 10 to win 550.
Oh wow, I respect it. I'm not gonna lie. The Panthers.
Like, what often are you scared of it? Like, this is the one game I don't think we had a game yet where no touchdowns been scored yet, and there's usually one or two throughout the year.
Yeah, that's facts. I think I might go the safe pick with the Bears, but like 3.5 is crazy. I feel like at 3.5 is gonna fuck this shit up. Niggas go. Those are the games niggas be losing straight up.
It's gonna come down. This game's gonna, and not that the game's gonna come down to who wins it on a field goal, but it's gonna be like someone's gonna miss a field goal. It's gonna doink off the side, and you're gonna be like that's where we lost. Like because if we don't score that 3 points, this game's over.
But yeah, that's crazy.
It's gonna be like the game's gonna be over. It's gonna be like 21-19, and if someone would have hit a field goal in the fourth quarter, they would have won. But that's enough said. It's gonna be. Who knows? Sometimes the games you expect nothing from turns out to be the best. We got a Thursday night game coming up. Stay tuned for the UFC. We got a banger 295. We got a breakdown for y'all boys later this week. But as always, thank y'all for listening to another episode of Totally Blitz Podcast. We broke down Week 10 of Thursday Night Football, recapped Monday Night Football from Week 9. I'm Paul, pick 'em, win 'em. That's Kevin, Waterboy Savoy. And if y'all didn't know, well, now y'all know, motherfuckers.